Why Laos? Because Laos has a beautiful culture, politically stable, rich in natural resources, potential in tourism, from landlocked to landing nation. Lao people are warm-hearted and ready to welcome foreign investors. These answers are more than enough for me to make Laos my next investment destination. And of course, because Laos is the land of ample opportunities and success. Why Laos? Because Laos has a beautiful culture, politically stable, rich in natural resources, potential in tourism, from landlocked to landing nation. Lao people are warm-hearted and ready to welcome foreign investors. answers are more than enough for me to make Laos my next investment destination. And of course, because Laos is the land of ample opportunities and success.
Embark on a mesmerizing journey through the enchanting landscapes of Laos. Where tales of legendary past mingle with verdant jungles. As the golden sun caresses ancient temples perched upon verdant hills, antiquity and spirituality converge. Painting the canvas of this ethereal paradise where nature and heritage embrace in a timeless waltz. In this beautiful connectivity and peaceful land, each step reveals ancient traditions. While the vibrant hues of markets and rhythmic dance of the Mekong River echo the soulful heartbeats of Laos. paradise of culture, nature, and history.
Laos is a country as yet untouched by the modern demands, stress, and pace of life. Its beauty lies in the Lao people, century-old traditions and heritage, and its lush, pristine landscape. Vientiane Capital. Located on a curve of the Mekong River, Vientiane Capital has a recorded history that stretches back to around 1000 AD. Vientiane Capital is the home of the most significant national monument in Laos, That Luang, or Great Stupa, which is the symbol of Lao and an icon of Buddhism in Laos. Of the many beautiful wats in Vientiane, a visit to Sisake Temple is a must. Built in 1818, this is one of the oldest temples in Vientiane. Ho Pakeo Temple, across the street from Sisake Temple, houses a beautiful collection of Buddha statues, including traditional Lao style of the calling for rain and offering protection. Wat Siang Kwan, better known as the Buddha Park, should not be missed. Take a tuk-tuk to this unique park that includes Buddhist and Hindu statues. Luang Prabang Province. Luang Prabang is classified as a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its outstanding cultural, historic, and architectural values and its harmonious relationship between the natural and built environment. Almsgiving. Every morning at dawn, the monks of Luang Prabang's many temples come out onto the main street and walk solemnly barefoot, collecting alms from villagers. Offerings typically consist of sticky rice, which helps feed the monks during their morning meal. Some of the most visited sites in Luang Prabang town are Siang Thong Temple, Mount Pusi, Visunalat Temple, and the former Royal Palace. Just outside of the main town are the beautiful Guangxi Waterfall, Ding Cave, and Se Waterfall. Further out is Mueang Ngoi Gao, a quiet village located on the banks of the Nam U River, surrounded by high karst mountains and sheer limestone cliffs. Champasak Province. In this province you will find ancient temples which were influenced by the Angkor people who settled in Cambodia. There are many different minorities in Champasak who have their own language, culture, and lifestyles. Champasak Province is known for its relaxed pace of life, warm hospitality, and its rich cultural, historic, and natural heritage. To the south of Pakse is the Wat Pu Temple, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. In the southern region of the province is Don Kung and the 4,000 Islands, or Sipandon, in Laos. On this stretch of the Mekong is the largest waterfall by volume in Southeast Asia, Kon Papeng Waterfall, as well as Lipi Waterfall, noted for its cascading emerald green waters. In the northeastern region of the province, rising over 1,500 meters above sea level, are the rich volcanic soils and cool climate of the Bolaven Plateau. This area produces some of the finest Arabica coffees in the world, which can be purchased directly from the local growers. The breathtaking Fan Waterfall, located on the edge of Dong Hua Sao National Protected Area, cascades over 100 meters off the plateau. Siang Kuang Province. Siang Kuang enjoys a remarkable geographical location surrounded by mountain ranges. The Plain of Jars, prehistoric stone megaliths, attract thousands of tourists to the province each year. Prehistoric material found at the Plain of Jars is still under study and apparently spans a considerable period of time, with some dating from as early as 2000 BC. The bulk of the archaeological material, however, as well as the jars themselves, appeared much later, dating to the early Iron Age between 500 BC and 500 to 800 AD. Wat Phya Wat Temple in Mueang Khun was built between the 16th and 19th century. Vientiane Province. The small town of Vang Vieng, 150 kilometers north of the capital, is set in a dreamlike landscape of bizarre limestone mountain peaks and sheer cliffs with the Nam Song River bisecting the town. At the base of the town's limestone mountains are a network of caves to explore. Water sports such as kayaking and tubing are popular, and rock climbing is also a growing pastime. Travel by a high-speed train takes only 1 hour. Udom Sai Province. Nam Kat Waterfall is a must-visit attraction for both adventure and nature lovers in Udom Sai Province. Surrounded by nature, this stunning waterfall has something for everyone. Whether you want to swim in the cool pools, zip line through trees, rock climb, or ride an elephant, then this is the place to do it. Maybe you prefer to wander through the forest, either at ground level or using the cable bridge between the trees. Maybe you'd prefer to wander through the forest, either at ground level or using the cable bridge above the trees, and sleep in one of the tree houses near the waterfall. Jom Ong Cave. This cave, just outside the Khmu village of Ban Jom Ong, is known for its impressive stalactites and stalagmites. Located about 45 kilometers from Mueang Sai, the capital of Udom Sai, this 12-kilometer-long cave has a river flowing through it, giving the choice of a dry or wet cave experience to the intrepid traveler. A great place to visit, whether you have a few hours or if you are feeling particularly adventurous. Local guides will also give tours lasting several days. Kham Mueang Province. The Rock Viewpoint. Being one of the top attractions in the Kham Mueang Province, this viewpoint allows visitors to immerse themselves in nature as never before in the natural beauties of Pu Hin Bun National Protected Area. In spite of the fascinating atmosphere created by the never-ending limestone mountains and gush waterfalls hidden in the virgin forest, it is one of the least known natural wonders of Laos. From the bottom to the peak of breathtaking rock viewpoint, you will experience the unforgettable hike, a huge climb, zipline, spider net, and via ferrata all in one. Gong Lo Cave is well known in the province. It is 7.5 kilometers long and as high and wide as 90 to 100 meters in some places. Welcome to Laos.
Good afternoon, Excellencies, distinguished guests, esteemed speakers, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to the Laos Investment Trade and Tourism Forum at the National Hall Osaka Expo 2025. Today, under the inspiring theme, Laos as the destination for green development in Southeast Asia, we celebrate the remarkable progress and exciting potential that the Lao PDR can offer. My name is Michelle Yamamoto, and I will be your MC for today. ご来賓の皆様、ご参加の皆様、本日はようこそお越しくださいました。こちら、エクスポ2025大阪・関西万博のナショナルホールにて開催されます、ラオス人民民主共和国投資貿易観光フォーラムへようこそお越しくださいました。本日のテーマ、東南アジアにおけるグリーン開発の目的地としてのラオス人民民主共和国の下、同国の目覚ましい進展と未来の可能性を本日は一緒に見てまいりましょう。私は本日の司会を務めさせていただきます山本ミシェルと申します。どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。Laos, a nation blessed with breathtaking natural beauty and vibrant cultural traditions, is not just preserving its heritage but actively shaping a sustainable and prosperous future. Its commitment to green development clearly contributes to the development, transforming its landlocked geography into a dynamic land-linked hub. This strategic shift is opening up unprecedented avenues for robust economic growth and fostering strong regional connectivity, truly making Laos as a good example of sustainable progress in Southeast Asia. ラオス人民民主共和国は豊かな自然と文化を有する国としてその伝統を守るだけではなく持続可能で豊かな未来の実現に積極的に取り組んでいます。環境に配慮した開発への確かな姿勢により内陸国という地理的制約をチャンスに変え地域とつながるランドリング型拠点へと進化しています。この戦略的な転換は経済成長と地域連携を力強く後押しし東南アジアにおける持続可能な発展の恒例となっています。Prior to starting the event, we have presented a series of tourism videos showcasing the captivating landscapes and rich cultural tapestry that make Laos an increasingly sought-after destination. These visuals remind us of the unique charm and the flourishing, vibrant experiences that await discovery. The growth in tourism clearly demonstrates the nation's successful efforts in promoting its unique beauty. イベント開始前にはラオス人民民主共和国の美しい自然や豊かな文化を紹介する映像を皆様にはご覧いただきました。これらの映像はラオスならではの魅力と新たな発見に満ちた活気ある様子を皆さんには楽しんでいただけたのではないでしょうか。これらは観光の発展、そしてラオス人民民主共和国がその魅力を世界に広めるために取り組んできた成果でもあります。Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce the opening session of our forum, setting the stage for a day of inspiring discussions on Laos's journey of development. では皆様、それではここで本フォーラムの開会セッションをご紹介いたします。ラオス人民民主共和国の発展への歩みをテーマにしたディスカッションなどを通して皆様にも有意義な一日を過ごしていただけましたら幸いです。To deliver the opening remarks, please welcome His Excellency Dr. Stanbandit Inshemai, Vice President of Lao Academy of Social and Economic Sciences. それではここでラオス人民民主共和国社会経済科学アカデミー副会長スタンバンディット・インシェンマイ閣下をお迎えして開会のご挨拶をしていただきます。Your Excellency, please.
Good afternoon. His Excellency Mr. Ampai Gindawong, Ambassador of the Laopedia to Japan, Dr. Kunihiko Hirabayashi, Secretary General of the ASEAN-Japan Center, His Excellency Dalani Pomawongsa, Deputy Minister of Culture and Tourism, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon again. It's my honor and pleasure to deliver the opening remarks at this important Lao Investment, Trade and Tourism Forum. Under the inspiring theme, Laos as a destination for green development in Southeast Asia. On this special occasion, I would like to extend my sincere congratulations to the organizers of the Expo Osaka for hosting this global event under the theme People's Living Lab. This theme reflects Japan's visionary concept of social society 5.0, where technology enhances human potential and contributes to more sustainable and inclusive society. On behalf of the government of the Laopedia, I would like to express our warmest welcome and heartfelt appreciation to all of you for joining us today at the Osaka Expo 2025. Your presence here today signifies the strong and growing partnership between Laos and international community, especially Japan, our ASEAN neighbors, and friends from around the world. Distinguished guests, the Lao government is fully committed to graduating from the United Nations list of least developed countries by 2026, with a strong focus on sustainable and resilient economic development. This commitment enables Laos to recover rapidly in the post-COVID period and to maintain a growth rate of over 4% despite ongoing global economic and financial challenges. Since 2021, Laos has greatly benefited from a consistent inflow of foreign direct investment amounting to a total of $9 billion across 518 projects. The largest countries have become Laos' key trading partners. Currently, 50 to 60% of our exports are to ASEAN, while 70 to 80% of our imports are from the region. Since 2020, Laos has maintained an average annual trade surplus of about $7 million. In the tourism sector, from 2021 to 2024, Laos welcomed a total of 8.8 million international tourists and about 8.3 domestic tourists. To promote a more favorable environment for trade and investment, and to enhance our strategic connectivity agenda, the Lao government has prioritized the reform of legal framework and administrative process. This includes the revisions of investment promotion law in 2024, alongside with the introduction of new policy to support the special economic zones and industrial parks, to reduce bureaucratic hurdles, provide more favorable investment incentives, and expand digital public service dealing with business registration, taxation, and custom reporting in accordance with the WTO trade facilitation agreements. Additionally, we maintain a modern trade database and have established legal mechanisms for public-private dialogue, including the Lao-Japan Public-Private Dialogue and the Lao Business Forum, to address challenges in the business environment and ensure transparency and legal certainty. Ladies and gentlemen, as pointed out earlier about today's thematic topic, this forum provides a valuable platform to showcase the tremendous potential of Laos and as an emerging hub for green investment, sustainable trade, and eco-friendly tourism. The government of the Lao PDR is committed to fostering inclusive and environmental friendly, responsible growth aligned with our National Green Growth Strategy and global commitments, including the Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs. Key pillars of the strategy include renewable energy leadership, with over 80% of its electricity coming from hydropower, and it is now expanding into solar and wind energy to deliver its clean energy mix. The second pillar is about sustainable land use and forestry through RED projects and carbon credit program and other programs related to the reservation of forests. The third one is green industrialization, where we offer a competitive advantage for manufacturers seeking low carbon operation that leverage Laos' clean energy surplus. We have cheap and clean energy with some of the lowest electricity costs in ASEAN, ideal for energy-intensive industry like electric vehicle, components, data centers, and agro-processing. Special economic zones like Swanakhet, SEZ, and Vientiane Industrial Park offer incentives for green investors, including tax breaks and streamlined regulation. Ladies and gentlemen, throughout today's session, you will listen insights from senior government officials and leading business figures across critical sectors from agriculture and industry to logistics and tourism, that will give you a clear picture of Laos as potential trade, investment, and tourism destination. We invite you to explore opportunities that Laos offers, engage with our experts, and consider Laos as your next destination, particularly for long-term partnership. Once again, on behalf of the Lao government, thank you very much for your presence and participation, and I wish you all a productive and inspiring forum. Thank you very much. ขอบใจหลายๆ
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for those insightful opening remarks which beautifully set the tone for today's focus on Laos's positive strides forward. Next, we're delighted to invite His Excellency, Mr. Ampai Kindavon, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Embassy of Lao PDR to Japan, to deliver the welcome remarks. それではここで駐日ラオス人民民主共和国特命全権大使アムパイ・キンダボン閣下より歓迎のご挨拶を頂戴いたします。Your Excellency, please.
こんにちは。皆さん、My name is Ampai Kindabong, Ambassador of Laos to Japan. Just recently to be assigned as Ambassador just 3 months. So, Excellency Dr. Sathabandit in Chiang Mai, Vice President of Lao Economy of Social and Economic Science, Her Excellency Dalani Pomawongsa, Vice Minister of Culture and Tourism, Dr. Kunihiko Hirabayashi, Secretary General of ASEAN Japan Center, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great and honor to deliver a welcoming remark in the Laos Investment, Trade, Tourism Forum at Osaka Expo 2025, held under the inspiring theme Laos as the destination for green development in Southeast Asia. On behalf of the government of the Lao PDR, I would like to express my warmest welcome and heartfelt appreciation to all of you for joining today's forum. Your presence here signifies the strong partnership between Laos and the international community, especially Laos, Japan, as well as our ASEAN community and friends from around the world. This morning, several visitors joined us to celebrate the rich Lao culture heritage, mark our Lao National Day at the Osaka Expo 2025. The forum today will focus on 2 points. The first, the policy development on investment, trade, and tourism, covering green investment, sustainable industrial ecosystems, and tourism development and promotion. And the second, followed by Laos showcases featuring successful experiences in culture, intellectual property, ecotourism, logistics, and insight from thriving special economic zone and industrial park. Ladies and gentlemen, this forum provides a valuable platform to showcase the tremendous potential of Laos as an emerging hub for green investment, sustainable trade, and eco-friendly tourism. The government of the Lao PDR is committed to fostering inclusive and environmentally responsible growth aligned with our national green growth strategy and global commitment, including the Sustainable Development Goals. Throughout today's session, you will hear insight from senior our government official and leading business figures who are experts insisting to drive transformational change across critical sectors from agriculture and industry to logistics and tourism. Their efforts are not only strengthening our economy but also preserving the natural and cultural heritage that make Laos unique. Once again, thank you for your participation. I wish you will have a productive and inspiring forum. Arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for your warm welcome and value the strong partnership between Laos and Japan and long-lasting friendship of the 70th anniversary. 安牌金田本閣下、心温まるご挨拶ありがとうございました。Next, we're delighted to invite Dr. Kunihiko Hirabayashi, Secretary General of ASEAN-Japan Center, to deliver the congratulatory remarks. それではここで ASEAN 日本センター事務総長平林邦彦博士より祝辞を頂戴いたします。よろしくお願いいたします。
His Excellency Mr. Ampai Yingdabon, Ambassador of Lao PDR to Japan, His Excellency Dr. Satabantit Inshi Shenmai, Vice President of Lao Academy of Social and Economic Sciences, and Her Excellency Vice Minister Information, Culture and Tourism, Madame Rani Pomnubansa, Excellencies and friends and colleagues, Sabaidi. On behalf of the ASEAN Japan Center, it is very, very great honor and a personal pleasure to welcome you all to this Laos Investment, Trade and Tourism Forum held in conjunction with the Lao National Day today, celebration here at Expo 2025, Osaka, Kansai. But just a moment ago, we and many of you witnessed the moving performance, such as Champa Muna Lao, it's a beautiful flower show, and the CN Ken Lao, the beautiful Lao, how do you call? Bamboo fruit. It's an amazing performance, amazing sound. I've never heard such a beautiful sound mixed with people and the nature. But this, each expressing the living spirit of Lao people and harmony with nature, and the artistic grace, and the quiet and calm leadership, and shaped by Mekong rivers, green and rock mountains, and its rich history. So Laos cannot be understood only through statistics and GDP. To invest in Laos, we must first understand its people, its culture, and its rhythm, like this one, and its heart. And that is where Japan and Laos can forge something lasting, a heart to heart, and hand in hand, people-centered, partnership rooted in mutual trust, a long-term commitment, and the shared values of harmony, respect, and sustainability. Laos is not only rich in nature and heritage, it's also rich in possibility, such as in agriculture. Laos holds untapped potential for high-value crops and sustainable farming systems. With increasing global demand of traceable, eco-friendly products such as coffee and cashew nuts and others, Lao farmers, especially women and young, could be well positioned to lead the next wave of regenerative agriculture across Southeast Asia. In tourism, Lao PDR's ecotourism pioneer Green Discovery, I met, led by visionary Mr. Inthi, has shown the world that presenting nature can empower community, create a meaningful job, and offer the kind of authentic experiences today's conscious traveler seek. In connectivity and trade, the Tanaren Dry Port is transforming Laos into truly land-rich and land-linking ASEAN market to global supply chain across Asia and beyond. Strategic infrastructure such as Savannakhet Dry Port and the Seisat Special Economic Zone demonstrate how industrial growth can go also hand in hand and heart to heart with green energy and inclusive manufacturing. At our center, ASEAN Japan Center, a very unique international organization established by the government of Japan and the ASEAN in 1981, we believe the greatest investment lies not only in land or logistics, but truly in people. The people of Laos bring resilience and humility. And Japan is a trusted partner like them to help build a more human center and a sustainable ASEAN and Japan. I have the honor of working closely with Vice President Dr. Sanabeto Inshi Shenmai, both in Vientiane and Tokyo. His steady leadership and a clear vision inspire deep confidence. Under his guidance, Laos is sending a powerful message to the world. We are open. We are ready. And we welcome partners who work with us, not just in prosperity, but in shared purpose. As ASEAN and Japan and Laos celebrate 70 years of Japan-Laos diplomatic relations in 2025, let this forum be more than a showcase. It should be a beginning of more Japanese companies, investors, especially those from outside Tokyo, area like Osaka and Kansai, to rediscover Laos, not just a market, but as a mirror of shared values, a partner in building a resilience ASEAN and Japan, and a co-creator of peaceful and inclusive future. Remember, Laos, land of ample opportunity and success. Kopchai Lai Lai. Arigatou gozaimasu. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hirabayashi, for your remarks and the valuable insights underscoring the strong partnerships that contribute to Laos's success. 平林博士、ありがとうございました。Now we will move on to session 2. Policy Development on Investment, Trade and Tourism, where we will hear directly about the government's visionary policies and the successful path forward to green and sustainable development. This session will proudly showcase Laos's strategic frameworks that have successfully attracted high-quality investments and fostered remarkable sustainable growth across key sectors. 皆様、続いて第2セッション、投資、貿易、観光分野における政策展開に移りたいと思います。このセッションでは、ラオス人民民主共和国政府による先見的な政策やグリーンで持続可能な発展へとつながる成功の道筋について直接お話を伺います。このセッションでは高品質な糖質を呼び込み持続可能な成長を実現してきたラオスの戦略的な政策枠組みをご紹介したいと思います。Our first speaker for this session will illuminate the nation's exemplary dedication to environmentally conscious economic growth. Please welcome Dr. Bantana Nolinta, Director General of Investment Promotion Department, MPI, who will speak on green investment opportunities and the future of sustainability in Laos. He will highlight how Laos has successfully leveraged its abundant natural resources and strategic location to foster flourishing green industries. We'll hear about the positive impact of investments in areas like green agriculture, renewable energy projects that power the nation, and a thriving ecotourism sector, all demonstrating a harmonious balance between robust economic growth and exceptional environmental preservation. このセッションの最初のご登壇者は、環境に配慮した経済成長に対するラオスの模範的な取り組みを紹介してくださいます。それではラオス人民民主共和国計画投資省、投資振興局局長バンタナ・ローリンタン博士をお迎えしたいと思います。ご講演のテーマはラオスにおけるグリーン投資の機会と持続可能性の未来です。皆様大きな拍手をお願いいたします。
Good afternoon, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great honor to represent Investment Promotion Department under the newly formed Investment Promotion and Management Committee to share with esteemed guests today about green investment opportunity in Laos. My presentations will aim to showcase in 4 areas. The first one will try to give a snapshot of the overview of Laos economic performances, and then we'll try to show to the audience how we are ready for your investment, how we prepare ourselves for foreign direct and domestic investment in Laos. And then I will touch briefly on green investment opportunities provided in Laos PDR. And last but not least, we'll share with the audience how we or my department can support for your success and in investing in Laos PDR. So Laos, we are strategically located at the heart of ASEAN. We share the border with some of the fastest growing economies in the region. Like we share with China in the north, we share with Vietnam, one of the fastest growing economy in ASEAN. And we also share the border with Thailand, with its high spending market. And then we also share border with Cambodia and Myanmar with promising emerging market. We have the total land area of slightly above 200,000 square kilometers, about the same size as United Kingdom. Our capital is Vientiane capital, where you probably have shown the beauty of Vientiane capital through some of the tourism promotion videos before. And we have small populations, slightly above 7 million. And our current GDP per capita is about 1,800 USD per year. the government has invest and together with our development partners and the region trying to transform our country from being a landlocked to a land-linked economy. Mainly we invest in big infrastructure projects. Like we have the medium-speed Lao-China Railway. We have the first section of the high-speed aiming to connect Vientiane capital to Lao-Chinese border, but we complete the first section from Vientiane to Vang Vieng. And then we have dry ports across the countries to serving your investment, your manufacturings. Like in Japan, you have airport, you have seaport, but for Laos, we have dry ports because we are landlocked nation. So your manufacturings in the special economic zone can export it to the final destination through the facilitation of the dry port. And some of the dry port operator will share some of their work with you today also. And then we also have a number of infrastructure projects that are being undertaken, like the Lao-Vietnam Highway, Lao-Vietnam Railway, and several other infrastructure projects. All of these will try to transform Laos from a landlocked to a land-linked economy. These are some of the more details on the infrastructure project that I have already presented. So I will not go into much details, but it just show some of the big infrastructure project that we are having right now in Laos. Now, I want to turn into trying to answer the questions, how have we prepared ourselves, or why Laos is a good destination for investment. First and very important advantage is that we still have a very fertile agriculture land together with a rich in renewable resources. Renewable resources in water resources, in solar, in wind. So these will become a very important source of energy for your investment in Laos. When you invest in Laos, you are fueling your manufacturing from a green energy. And then Laos is one of the most politically stable and peaceful country in the region. And then I want to highlight this, that in Laos we treat foreign and domestic investor the same. So we promote, we protect, and we manage both domestic and foreign investor under the same law, the investment promotion law. And then your investment in Laos will be also protected by all of the regional and international framework that we are a party to. So we are member of WTO, ASEAN, RCEP, and then we also have bilateral investment treaty, including Japan. So we signed BIT with 26 countries, and one of that is Japan. And then we investment in Laos also enjoy everything but arms, benefit from the EU market, and then also enjoy the NTR with USA. So your investment in Laos not only enjoy the advantage that we offer, but you also protected by these bilateral, regional, and international framework. Laos is not only a good place to invest, but we also gradually prepare our society that's suitable for the living of the expatriates that investing or working in Laos. So as you have heard a lot of, we like to smile. So Laos is a peaceful society, and we have a lot of online services for your convenience, online banking, online taxi, or online application where you can order food. But we also prepare a school, hospital that's suitable for expatriates who want to live in Laos or suitable for investor and their foreign staffs working and living in Laos. And Laos also have a lot of affordable sport facility, including a lot of beautiful golf courses in the capital and other big cities across the country. So Laos is not only good for investment, but good place to live, good place for you to visit and travel. So the society has prepared itself to be suitable for investment and living. In addition to other infrastructure, we also trying to improve our facility that's suitable for manufacturing. Therefore, we have developed special economic zone and industrial park across the countries. And then for investors that invest in special economic zone, you don't need to be worried about finding your land. You don't need to be worried about electricity supply, water supply. All of that are provided by the developers. So as you can see from the picture, the SEZ are located across the country from the north, the central, and the south. And some of the developers of the SEZ will have their presentation and share with you in greater detail today. Last but not least, Laos offer a competitive investment incentives. I will just highlight some of them, but if you need to get more information, you can visit our website. But basically, the investment incentives we are giving are these four main ones. The first one is profits tax holiday. It depends on what you invest and where you invest. I show you a bit later on what is the profit rate. And then you also can enjoy the exemption of land concession or land rental fees. If you invest in agriculture, for example, you also not only get profit tax holiday, but you enjoy a period of time with a land concession exemption. And then very important, you get exemption of custom duties for your import. If you import machine, if you import some of the supplies that we cannot provide, we give you custom duties free. And last but not least, this is the latest incentive that we introduced last year. We offer a fixed personal income tax rate for specialists. So the income tax rate in Laos is in the ladder system. The higher you earn, the more percentage you pay. But if you are specialist working in Laos, you enjoy a fixed personal income tax rate. And this is just an example of the profit tax holidays that you can get your hands on later when you visit our website. So these are the incentive we offer. And then the sector that we want to promote are green energy, agriculture, industry and light manufacturing in special economic zone and in an industrial park. And last but not least, we promote tourism and hospitality. So there are a lot of companies already invest in Laos. These are just some of the examples. There are a lot of Japanese companies also begin to be presented in Laos. So if you want to invest in Laos, we are there to support you. So investment promotion department, you can visit our website, Invest Laos. You can search on Google, just say Invest Laos, and you can reach out to us. And these are some of the support and services we can offer to you. Thank you. Arigato gozaimasu.
Thank you very much, Dr. Norinta, for the inspiring overview of Laos's investment and positive impact. ありがとうございました。Our next speaker will delve into the impressive development of a robust industrial base within Laos. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Witun Sitimo Ladar, Deputy Director General of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise Promotion Agency, who will present on building a sustainable industrial ecosystem in Lao PDR. He will elaborate on how Laos is successfully creating a highly conducive environment for industrial growth, emphasizing the adoption of sustainable practices that benefit both the economy and the environment. We'll hear about the significant infrastructure developments and the pivotal role of special economic zones in attracting substantial investment, leading to job creation and strengthening regional supply chains. This forward-looking approach ensures long-term industrial prosperity. なお次ご登壇いただきますのは、ラオス人民民主共和国における力強い産業基盤の発展について、中小企業振興庁副長官ビトゥン・シティモ・ダラダ氏にお話を伺います。ご講演のテーマは、ラオスにおける持続可能な産業エコシステムの構築です。Sir, please.
Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to share with you on behalf of Ministry of Industry and Commerce to share the progress that Lao PDR transformative journey toward clean industry and building a sustainable industry ecosystem in Lao PDR. Just me very quickly review on Lao as landlocked and landlink, as the last speaker that mentioned, and Lao has long recognized the importance of sustainable development. Today, as we face the challenge of climate change and need for green growth, we are taking meaningfully steps to transform our economy, to protect our environment and improve the quality of life of the people. And what Lao is now prioritizing green energy, advancing sustainable tourism, agriculture, and waste management, aligning with the UN SDG and ASEAN Green Agenda to balance its growth. Why green energy? Let me show you Lao natural wealth demand responsible management. Rich biodiversity and stunning landscape enable eco-tourism and green agriculture. Economic diversification beyond hydropower is critical for long-term resilience. Climate change vulnerability, forest loss, disaster risk drives our green transitions. Let me introduce you more on the natural resource advantage of Laos. As the previous speaker has mentioned, with stunning natural landscape, and Laos with the 15% of land area designated for biodiversity conservation. Also, Laos provides a foundation of developing ecotourism, sustainable agriculture, and other green industries. For an economic imperatives, Laos has recognized that its strong economic growth has been largely reliant on natural resource-based activities. The country aims to diversify its economy by embracing green industries and green growth, creating new opportunity for the Lao people through the development of green industry. On the other hand, climate change response in Lao PDR also vulnerable to climate change, and green growth initiatives are seen as a way to mitigate climate change impact and build resilience. The country has committed to ambitious goals like 50% electronic vehicle by 2030 and carbon neutrality by 2050. Allow me to walk you the strategic framework. To begin with, our natural green growth strategy serves as the cornerstone of our sustainable development vision. It is designed to promote environmentally economic growth, reduce greenhouse gas emission, and ensure responsible management of our natural resource. Second is our 10-year socio-economic development plan, which provide a broader national blueprint for balanced economic expansions. Let me show you our policy and partnership framework. Environmental protection law and industrial policy are being implemented to ensure that industrial development align with ecological conservation. Laos continue to build strong partnership with international organizations and many countries. These partnerships support us in areas such as technology transfer, capacity building, green finance, and sustainable industrial development. Let me continue to the strategic, to the key sustainable industry sector, which we are including hydropower, solar and wind, hydrogen and ammonia, green agriculture and waste management, carbon credit and market mechanism. Hydropower sector, Laos is emerging as a regional powerhouse in clean energy, which over 75 hydropower plants already built. We have established an infrastructure contribute to the key neighboring countries. Let me continue to what we have tried to develop the solar and wind energy development. There are new agreements with investor companies accelerating large-scale project development begins in technical experts and investment capital. And the monsoon wind power project, what is the landmark of 600 megawatt facility for wind power already installations. How we emerge the green sector, we are also introduce hydrogen in the coffee industry as a vital sector in Laos by utilizing hydrogen for sustainable coffee roasting. We aim to reduce the carbon footprint while maintaining quality and supporting green agriculture value chain. Let me show you the agriculture and waste management. Particularly agriculture value chains, we improve farming practice to boost productivity while preserving soil health and biodiversity. Second, to reduce agriculture waste, minimize environmental impact and create new value from and by products. At the same time, waste management is emerging as a critical area of innovation. We are also advancing industrial waste recycling, turning waste into resources and supporting greener industrializations. Let's take a look at the carbon credit and market mechanism, what we have been doing in June this year. The government of Laos officially enacted a national carbon credit law. It's opened a new pathway for Laos to attach climate change finance, supporting the green industry. We are also preparing our third national determined contribution or NDC with the target submission by September this year, and to start trading carbon credit in next year. Let me show you the industrial park to empowering green industry. Industrial parks are playing a critical role in driving transformation, and they are becoming hub of green innovation, green energy adoption, and sustainable production. The industrial park decrees that just enact has created an idea of ecosystem for green manufacturing, clean technology development, and sustainable innovation. And the industry privilege for special promotion sector in industry park, including food and agriculture industry, fertilizer and animal feed industry, machinery and automotive manufacturing, and so on. Let me show you just the incentive privilege for two modern industrial parks that we have been developed, including Amata Industrial Park, Asia Potas Industrial Park. These two industrial parks represent a new generation of industrial development in Laos. And last but not least, we just to call to action. Join Laos in green transformation, invest in one of the fastest growing sustainable ecosystem in Laos. And please we invite all the participants to visit our pavilion, Lao Pavilion, in this Osaka Expo to get more information. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Stimolada, for vividly illustrating Laos' successful vision for a sustainable industrial future and its tangible positive outcomes. ありがとうございました。Now we proudly shift our focus to the crucial and rapidly growing sector of tourism. Please welcome Mrs. Fonali Interpom, Director General of Tourism Development Department, who will discuss about the sustainable destination development and investment opportunities in Lao PDR 2025 through 2035. She'll provide fascinating insights into Laos's long-term vision for tourism, focusing on the successful development of eco-friendly destinations, the diligent preservation of its rich cultural heritage, and the attraction of investments that have already significantly bolstered sustainable tourism infrastructure and services. This includes successful initiatives to protect precious wildlife and natural parks, empower local communities through tourism, and promote responsible travel practices and yield lasting benefits. では続いて注目すべき重要な分野であり、急成長を遂げている観光分野について、観光開発局局長フォネマリー・インポタム様をお迎えしています。ご講演のテーマは、ラオスにおける持続可能な観光地開発と投資機会、2025年から2035年です。皆様大きな拍手をお願いします。
สบายดีこんにちは皆様お元気ですか Yes, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, leaders from Japan and Laopedia, representatives from private sector, Excellency, ladies and gentlemen. First, I would like to express my sincere thanks to the Japanese government and Lao government for giving me an opportunity to represent the Tourism Development Department, Ministry of Culture and Tourism, to share with you the presentation today, which is on nation development and investment opportunity in Laopedia. So I have divided my presentation into 5 parts. First, I will introduce about Laopedia, and second, I will go through the reasons to invest in the tourism in Laopedia. And next, I will focus on the master plan approach, which we also have the master tourism development across the country. And the fourth part, I will go through the destination that we will focus today. The destination that we will focus, particularly for the destination tourism development, we will focus on the 4 areas. First, we will focus on Luang Prabang. Second, Vang Vieng. And the third is Nam Ngum Reservoir. And the fourth is the 4,000 Island. So we are in the room who has been visited this area before. Vang Vieng, Luang Prabang, Nam Ngum, 4,000 Island. Wow, there are so many. Thank you very much. And the last part of my presentation, I will briefly introduce about investing in the responsible tourism in the future. So first, about the introduction, I will not go through very detailed since most of our speakers already gone through the introduction. For the tourism in Laopedia as the land link country, we have a lot of opportunity to link with the neighboring country. So that is our opportunity to invest in the tourism in Laopedia. So for the reasons to invest in the tourism sector or in Laopedia, there are huge opportunity to invest in the tourism sector in Laopedia. Firstly, Laopedia located in the ASEAN member country and also located in the Greater Mekong sub-region. And the second is we have the vision for the tourism development. Our vision is in line with the ASEAN Tourism Strategic Plan for 2026 to 2030 and also in line with the Mekong Greater Sub-region Tourism Strategy for 2021 to 2030 and also in line with the National Socio-Economic Development Plan for the next 5 years, 2026 to 2030. And we are developing the National Tourism Development Plan for the next 5 years. We have the Destination Tourism Master Plan, which are the 4 master plan that I have introduced. That is the governance of the vision. And we have updated the market. The significant market is the advancing the diverse niche market for our region. Particularly, we focus on the ecotourism, adventure tourism, cultural tourism, and also wellness tourism in Laopedia. And we have also diverse in the portfolio. The diverse portfolio is from the ancient spiritual site to pristine nature wonders and the wide range of the visitor experiences. That's what we have been focusing on. And we also focusing on the sustainability is a core for all tourism development in Laos. And we also focus on the streamlined investment in Laopedia. This is the reason. So next part, I will go through the master plan approach. We have the National Tourism Master Plan, and we also have the destination approach for the destination area, as I have introduced for 4 sites. First, we have developed the master plan, which is very clear roadmap, which providing investor with a clear guidance and also opportunity for the targeted development in our 4 areas. The master plan is very comprehensive master plan. Each destination has the tailor for 10 years. So the policy makers or the policy changers and also in investor, they can have a look at the master plan and they can follow the master plan. And we also the plan also based on the data assessment as well for the market trends, environmental capacity, and also community need. We also discuss with the community which area of the investment that our community they need to invest. And we also discuss on the sustainability is the first that we have to consider for the tourism development in our 4 destination that we are going to develop for the next 10 years. So next destination focus that we are going to focus on 4 areas. These are the 4 areas that we are focusing on. The tourism destination development. Why we are called destination? Because we improve the destination, we develop the destination, including the infrastructure development, marketing development, also the management of the tourism sector and capacity building as well. We focus on 4 areas, even though we have variety of, but now the government is focusing on 4 areas. First is Luang Prabang, second is Vang Vieng, third is Nam Ngum Reservoir in Vientiane province, and the fourth is the 4,000 Island, which is in the southern part of Laos, share border with Cambodia, only 30 minutes away from Khong Island to the border share with Cambodia. These are the 4 areas for the tourism development in the near future that we have developed the tourism master plan. So start with the Luang Prabang. You may know that Luang Prabang is the destination for the UNESCO World Heritage Town. With the unique selling is the UNESCO World Heritage Site and also inside temple, colonial charm. This is the unique selling point of Luang Prabang. And also the investment opportunity here is beyond the core. What is the investment opportunity here is the development of the new attractions in Luang Prabang, particularly the attraction outside of the core heritage area, because we would like to expand the development for the tourism activities and tourism product in outside of the heritage core town. And also the infrastructure and urban upgrade. This is called for the investment in the Luang Prabang World Heritage Town. And we also call for the investment in particularly for the tourism activity in Luang Prabang, particularly the adventure and also the natural trail, particularly the development and managing new hiking in Luang Prabang, biking trail in the district surrounded Luang Prabang town, and also the heritage tourism financing. And this is the call for the investment in Luang Prabang. Next destination, the second destination that we are focusing is in Vang Vieng. Vang Vieng, we are focusing on the activities like adventure tourism, nature-based tourism, and also the infrastructure development for Vang Vieng. The vision is already included in my presentation. The destination is focused on the investment opportunity, particularly the urban and village expansion, because we have the variety of the tourism activity in the villages in Vang Vieng. We have in detail in our tourism master plan, and also improve the hospitality and entertainment in Vang Vieng town as well. And of course, we are focusing on the sustainable tourism and infrastructure development for Vang Vieng as well. And in Vang Vieng, we have also limited the height of the infrastructure, particularly here, as you have seen on my presentation, that we have very clear design and also the development guideline, which you can go in detail with the organizer later on the Vang Vieng Tourism Master Plan. And next is about the Nam Ngum Reservoir, which is the destination for most of the visitors who visit Vientiane capital. This is the one of the new attraction that visitors should visit and shouldn't miss this destination in Nam Ngum Reservoir of Vientiane province. And we have identified the vision for 2025 and 2035 in the tourism master plan. And unique selling position of the Nam Ngum Reservoir is one of the largest island water bodies in the Mekong sub-region, which is this is the one of the selling point of Nam Ngum Reservoir. And also this also the attraction for many international visitors that visit Laos, that they desire to visit Nam Ngum or Vientiane province. And also we call for investment in this area is the resort accommodation. We are not interested on the building the high hotel. We are interested on building resort and the accommodation. So for the destination that we are focused on Nam Ngum, we also focus on the water-based activity as well, because this is based for the water activities in Nam Ngum Reservoir, and also ecotourism and the wilderness tourism in this area as well, and also the land-based trail, since we have a lot of potential to develop the tourism activities there. And the last destination that we are focusing on is at the 4,000 Island, which we share the border with Cambodia, only 30 minutes away from this area. So we have included the vision of the tourism master plan of 4,000 Island, and also the destination also focus on the wonder, the riverine wonder and cultural immerse. And we have the unique selling point here is focusing on the laid-back island charm and also the impressive waterfall, which is the Khon waterfall or the Khon Papeng waterfall. This is the selling point or selling position in 4,000 Island. So investment opportunity, there are a lot of opportunity to invest in these 4 destinations. For more detail, I will provide the information to the host country so the host can share my presentation to the audience. And my last part of my presentation is investing in the responsible future. Why we have to invest in the responsible future in the tourism development in Laos is first to environmental protection and also the cultural preservation, community engagement, community empowerment, and also robust the governance, climate resilience. All are the components for the tourism destination development at the 4 targeted areas. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Interpol, for highlighting the truly exciting and prosperous prospects in Laos's sustainable tourism sector. ありがとうございました。Now, to round off the session, we have Mr. Phuton Dalalom, Deputy Director General of Tourism and Marketing Department, who will speak on tourism marketing and promotion in Lao PDR. Mr. Dalalom will share the successful strategies employed to effectively promote Laos as a premier tourist destination, emphasizing its unique offerings, unforgettable cultural experiences, and unwavering commitment to responsible tourism, all of which are contributing to rising visitor numbers and a positive global image. The establishment of a dedicated tourism marketing promotion board is a key initiative driving these positive results. このセッションの締めくくりとしましてご登壇いただきますのは、観光マーケティング局副局長フートン・ダラロム氏です。ご講演のテーマはラオスにおける観光マーケティングとプロモーションです。皆様大きな拍手をお願いいたします。
Minasan, konnichiwa. Good afternoon, everyone. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, it's really exciting event today. So it's my honor and pleasure to be here to represent the Tourism Marketing Department, Ministry of Culture and Tourism of the Lao PDR, to share with you some tourism marketing and promotion of Laos. So my colleagues, Madam Pornmali, just present tourism development. So it's time for me to promote tourism of Lao PDR now. So on this auspicious occasion, I would like to present you 3 main points. So regarding tourism marketing and promotion of Laos. So firstly, I would like to present tourism public relations and exhibitions. Secondly, I would like to present top famous tourist attractions in Laos. And lastly, the Lao Tourism Development Plan 2026 to 2030. So let's get started. Regarding tourism public relation and exhibition, so we do quite a lot, both within the country and also overseas, such as we promote and advertise Lao tourism via national television and radios, newspapers in both Lao and English language. And we also promote Lao tourism through Lao official tourism website www.tourismlaos.org. So for more details, so you can go and visit this website, and you're gonna see the full information of Lao tourism marketing. And besides that, we also advertise Lao tourism through social media like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and so on. And then we publish tourism material such as brochure, guidebooks, maps, poster, etc. And then we also produce various tourism videos, organize film trip for national and international YouTuber and medias. So as you can see, this is some film trip that we organize for the medias and for international medias from previous years. Yeah, and also the film trip for international YouTuber. And this is some tourism videos. And besides this, we also actively attend international tourism exhibition and roadshow. And as you may know that this year we also participate in Lao Festival in Japan, in Tokyo just last month. We try to promote Lao tourism to Japanese visitors in order to attract more Japanese to come and visit Laos. So this is some website and medias that we advertise and promote Lao tourism. Here is a Lao website and some advertise through the social media, as you can see, the Facebook and Instagram, that we can reach to international visitors. Yeah, and some video promotion here, international tourism exhibition and event. As in Japan, we also host Lao Festival in Japan every year actually, and this year just finished hosting Lao Festival in Japan. And we also participate in the international tourism exhibition like in Germany, in Cuba, and also in other countries. So this thing is, ladies and gentlemen, in order to boost Lao tourism and enable to attract more domestic and international tourists during the low season or during the rainy season from June to September, we have launched and promoted green season campaigns just in June at Mekong Tourism Forum 2025 in Luang Prabang, just last month. Actually, there is really high potential during this season due to the lush greenery that makes up the landscape at this time of year. So from now on, we try to promote or try to turn low season into green season to attract more tourists to come and visit Laos. So next, I would like to show you some top famous tourist attraction in Laos from the north to the south, particularly the cultural, natural, and historical attractions that are our tourism potentials. So let's start with Luang Prabang. Luang Prabang, as you may know, that Luang Prabang was the former capital city of Laos and was listed as World Cultural Heritage by UNESCO in 1995. Luang Prabang contains outstanding universal value and has become the most famous tourist attraction in Laos. Next, here are some tourist attractions in Udom Sai province, also in the north of Laos. Some attractions in Luang Nam Tha province. And also some attraction in Sin Khong province. The plain of Cha is also the third that listed as the World Cultural Heritage in Laos and the Vientiane capital city. And Vang Vieng, nowadays Vang Vieng is really popular tourist destination for domestic and international tourists to come and visit Vang Vieng. Vang Vieng is in Vientiane province, just only 110 kilometers from the capital cities, and full of adventure activities. Next is Mueang Phuong of Phuong district. Nowadays, Phuong district is really popular amongst domestic and international tourists as well. It's also in Vientiane capital, Vientiane province. Nam Ngum Reservoir, my colleague just mentioned, yeah, this one is also one of the most famous tourist destination in Laos. And Kham Mueang province, limestone mountain and also caves in Kham Mueang province. As you may know that a limestone forest gonna be the first world nature heritage of Laos, maybe very soon. And this is in Champasak in the southern part of Laos, that full of tourism destination. As you may know that in Champasak is really famous for coffee. Right? Last but not least, I would like to present tourism development plan for 2026 to 2030. As you may know that we have set 7 goals for tourism development plan for 2026 to 2030, and 2 of which are tourism marketing and promotion. Particularly goal number 5, we try to promote and advertise Lao tourism to reach target market groups in both quantity and quality. And also goal number 6, we try to transform Lao tourism advertising into a digital system to reach target market group. So that's all for my presentation. I would like to take this opportunity to invite all of you to come and visit Laos, and you can experience more about Laos. So thank you very much. Domo arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dalun, for outlining the vibrant and highly effective marketing efforts that are putting Lao tourism on the global map. We will now begin preparations for a special session. Kindly remain seated and wait for a moment. ではこれよりスペシャルセッションの準備に入ります。皆様どうぞ着席のままお待ちください。Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached a significant moment, a special session for a landmark Memorandum of Understanding signing ceremony. We are honored to host the signing between KLux Japan LLC and the Ministry of Agriculture and Environment, Lao PDR. 皆様、お待たせいたしました。これより KLux Japan 合同会社とラオス人民民主共和国農業環境省によるMOU 覚書署名式を執り行いたいと思います。This MOU is a pivotal step towards unlocking the agricultural potential of Laos. It recognizes the Bolawen Plateau as an ideal region for high-quality industrial crops like Arabica coffee, cacao, and medicinal herbs, thanks to its unique climate and fertile soil. This collaboration underscores our mutual commitment to sustainable agricultural development which is a key driver for poverty reduction and improved rural livelihood in Laos. この覚書はラオスの農業分野に秘められた潜在力を引き出すための極めて重要な一歩です。ボーラウェン高原は独特な気候と肥沃な土壌に恵まれた地域であり、アラビカコーヒー、カカオ、薬用植物などの高品質な産業作物の栽培に理想的な土地とされて認識しています。本協力は持続可能な農業の発展に対する双方の強い意志を改めて示すものであり、ラオスにおいて貧困の削減や農村の暮らしの向上を促進させる大変重要な原動力となります。The aim is clear: to conduct a comprehensive feasibility study and explore the establishment of a high-quality agricultural cultivation and processing zone in the Bolivian Plateau. This initiative will enhance the production quality, promote value-added processing, facilitate advanced technology transfer, and significantly contribute to sustainable rural development and poverty alleviation. And the project plan is 6,000 hectares with approximately $500 million invested by Calyx Japan. この覚書書の目的は明確です。ボーラウェン高原において高品質な農作物の栽培・加工ゾーンの設立を含めた包括的な実現可能性調査を実施し、生産の質を高め、付加価値のある加工を促進し、先進技術の導入を進めることで、ラオスにおける持続可能な農村開発と貧困削減に大きく貢献することを目指しています。本プロジェクトは約6000ヘクタールの規模でケーラックスジャパンによる投資金額は5億 US ドルを予定しております。We now invite the esteemed signers to the stage. From Calyx Japan LLC, Mr. Naoya Hagiwara, and from the Ministry of Agriculture and Environment of the Lao PDR, Dr. Bundes Susa Vilai, and also the witnesses. Please come up on stage. では皆様、壇上へお越しください。ケーラックスジャパン合同会社より萩原直也様、そしてラオスより農業環境省ブンデス・スーサー・ビライ博士です。調印確認者の皆様方もご登壇されました。それでは署名をお願いいたします。Please sign. Thank you very much. The MOU has been signed. おめでとうございます。Congratulations. So now let's take a photo after a big round of applause. では、フォトセッションに移りたいと思います。Now a photo session. まずは前にお持ちください。Now please have it in front of you. 皆さんもどうぞお写真の方をお撮りください。こちらはすべての皆さんに撮っていただけるものとなっております。よろしければぜひ投稿してください。はい。では続いて握手をしていただきましょう。Now let's have hands in hands. A big hand. では皆様大きな拍手もお願いいたします。おめでとうございます。Congratulations. はい。ではどうぞご講談ください。Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What a momentous occasion. This signing truly represents a powerful partnership and a shared vision for a prosperous, sustainable future in Laos's agricultural sector. Congratulations to KLX Japan LLC and the Ministry of Agriculture and Environment, Lao PDR, on this remarkable collaboration. このような素晴らしい瞬間を皆様とご一緒できまして大変嬉しく思っております。この署名はラオスの農業分野における豊かな未来と持続可能な成長に向けた力強いパートナーシップを共有されたビジョンを象徴するものです。KLXジャパン合同会社並びにラオス農業環境省の皆様に心よりお祝い申し上げます。おめでとうございます。Congratulations! And we will now move on to the Laos Showcase session, where we will hear directly about the impressive successful experiences and abundant opportunities across various sectors in Laos. This segment features accomplished leaders who have made significant positive contributions to the nation's development. 皆様、ここからは注目のラオスショーケース、ラオスの魅力のディスカバリーセッションへと移ります。Our first presentation in this session will highlight a vital sector that underpins Laos's economic diversification and growth. Mr. Bontet Sutavilai, Director General of Planning and Cooperation Department, Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry, will share his insights on the future of farming in Laos, emerging trends and opportunities in the agriculture sector. He will discuss the highly promising outlook for agriculture in Laos, including the thriving push towards organic farming practices and impressive growth in exports of high-value crops like durian and bananas, and the successful adoption of modern technologies such as precision farming and advanced irrigation systems, all of which are leading to increased yields of farmer prosperity. The sector is seeing robust foreign investment contributions significantly to national food security and commercial production successes. ではこのセッションの最初のプレゼンテーションは経済多様化と成長を支える重要分野の農業に焦点を当てます。農林省計画協力局局長ボーンデッド・スーダビライ氏をお招きし、ラオス農業の未来、新たな潮流と成長の可能性をテーマにご講演をいただきます。皆様大きな拍手をお願いいたします。
Yes, so distinguished guests, today I'm honored to be here as representative of my department, the Ministry of Agriculture and Environment. So my presentation today is quite challenging because we have only 10 minutes, but I try to bring you on to know agriculture in Laos, what agriculture in Laos, what we are doing. So first of all, I would like to present what agriculture, what important in Laos. As you see, the population in Laos, more than 20% is based on agriculture. As we see in 2024, agriculture share the GDP about 4.6%, and while contribute to GDP 18.3%. So what important, because in agriculture is play a very important role in contribute country GDP and further enhance market access, and also the export. High potential for agriculture to export in futures. So agriculture in Laos is strongly aimed to promote the sustainable and clean agriculture practice. At same with my colleague they present before. So we focus on how to make the good products in futures. So to meet the goal of the agriculture, the Ministry of focus on 4 programs. The first one, food and nutrition security program, and the second one, the commercial agriculture production, and then the third one, the forestry, the management program, and the last one, the rural development. So it means how to make the people in rural development to enhance their livelihood and make them more income generation. So that means inflow program is connect each other. As we see how important agriculture in the country, in top 5 approved foreign investment, agriculture in number 4, share the 6.8% of the country for the investment. So for the top FDI, we can see still by China, it's more than 30 years ago, is China still number 1 for the agriculture investment in Laos. So if we see Japan still, still far behind of them. It's not in top 10 yet, but I hope in soon future for the Japan investment will become in the top 10 of the agriculture investment in Laos. So this is the share of investment agriculture sectors. We can see we have the almost 90% is from the foreign direct investment, and followed by the ODA and also the PAP that means from the governments. So we see the value of the investment in agriculture sector. If we see the investor mostly from the country, but the value is more. And if we see by sector, mostly is crop production is the most important, and followed by the forestry. If we see the country, of course, if country by the company, for the Lao company investor is more than 1,700 company. And if you see the China is about 400 company, but they share the value is quite big, 4.90 billion. And followed by Vietnam, Thailand, and South Korea. We see the agriculture export. What we export in recently is mainly export in cassava, followed by banana, watermelon, rubber, coffee, fruit, and vegetable, also the sum of livestock. The key export markets, of course, we still have big market in China, Vietnam, Thailand, and other countries. And over past 3 years, the value of export is leads to 4.8 billion, or about 1.6 billion per year. For this year, only 6 months, now we can list almost 1,000 million already. For the potential of the investment in agriculture, of course, the first priority is clean agriculture production, because in other countries they also produce a lot, but in Laos we still give. We cannot beat with other countries because we are small scale of agriculture, so we focus on how to make agriculture products more clean and safe. And also we have a lot of a policy to support the investor in Laos. Or you can see on websites that my colleague already mentioned for your information. We also, the number of the WTO, also the ASEAN Free Trade Area, or AFTA. And we also, have the great opportunity for the G8 country to facilitate the regional trade and support the infrastructure development to strengthen agriculture, the capacity. So Lao governments, we are mainly to support the farmer to produce how to meet the standard of market. For example, the EU standard GM8 and also the regional market. So this is the some policy of the zoning and land classification. For the land concession, you see the price. The price of land concession is not so expensive. Only $5 per hectare. In the remote area, maybe it's hard to lease, no road access, yes. and second area is about $10 per hectare, and the area is more convenient, about 15, but depend on what you are going to do. This is also the very important of the incentive of the investment. The first one, the incentive for the tax, because when you export the agriculture products, no tax gain, and also reduce income of the tax. And the important thing, we also have the country of origin, or we call CO. If you request, we can provide you only 1 day. And also the license is about 5 days. This is more convenient for the investment. And also we also provide work permit or foreign ID card, for example. And also we have from landlocked to landlink, we have the train to export our product to other country through the Laos-China railways. This is the potential of the land. So we have 70% is covered by forest, and about 4.5 million hectares, or 90% is for agriculture. For the land potential, this is for the forest area, but for the agriculture, we have 4.5 million hectares, or 90% of the total land in the country. And the paddy rice about 2 million hectares, and other we have the crop and grassland. This is the top 10 of the cash crop to export. So we see what we export to Japan. Then we export to Japan. Number 1 is still the banana, followed by chopstick, ginger, chocolate, coffee, charcoal, soybean, and wood products. And this is the area of the crop production in Laos. We can see for the cassava is mainly on the country. For the sugarcane, mainly in the northern parts of Laos, and also the maize, also mainly in the north. So this is also another priority for the cash crop production. And 10 priority cash crop I already mentioned, and we have livestock and also the forestry. And my conclusion, and for the to investment agriculture in Laos, we have policy support, land still fertile soil available, and also government is actively to seek the foreign investment, mainly in producing organic or good agriculture production. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sutalabai, for highlighting the remarkable agricultural potential and its positive real-world impact in Laos. ありがとうございました。Next, we have Mr. Sai Bandit Sayawongkamdi, Deputy Director General of Intellectual Property Department, MOIC, who will speak on market access and investment opportunities in Lao PDR through IP. He will explain how robust intellectual property IP framework is powerfully empowering Lao business and successfully attracting increased foreign investment. This includes impressive discussions on the growing number of patent and trademark protections, and how the newly updated IP portal serves as an efficient one-stop shop to successfully safeguard innovations and creativity, thereby fostering a more dynamic, competitive, and innovative economy that benefits all. 続いてご登壇いただきますのは、商工省知的財産局副局長、サイバンディット・サヤボンカムディ氏です。ご講演のテーマは、知的財産を通じたラオスにおける市場アクセスと、すいません、投資機会です。では、どうぞ。Please, sir.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, 皆さん、こんにちは。 Today it gives me a great pleasure to share with you on how intellectual property can promote foreign direct investment as well as can promote market access into Laos PDR, and to share with you our journey of IP protection in Laos PDR. I'm very happy and thanks so much for the MC for the brief introductions of myself and my work. And I'm proudly representing the Department of Intellectual Property Administration under the Ministry of Industry and Commerce. So let me walk you through my presentations. Not just walk you through, but maybe it's due to the time constraints, maybe I will fly you through my presentation. First, let's begin with the government policies on how do we go about on the market access in terms of IP or intellectual properties. Then I'll give you a background on where we are in terms of the development of IP system or framework in Laos PDR. Then we move on into how Laos and Japan as a government entity, we cooperate in order to facilitate the protections of IP in Laos PDR as well as in Japan. And we also look at the enforcement. How do we protect your investment? How do we protect your trademark, your innovations in Laos PDR? And then finally, I'll conclude my presentations by giving you the way forward as well as my conclusions. So let's begin with the first point, as market access through intellectual properties. The government of Laos PDR fully acknowledged that IP has an impact on economic development. So IP can foster innovations which drive economic growth. Also, the government recognized that market access strategy for businesses is so important, and how can IP to facilitate those strategies for businesses? This is another recognition from our government. We, as a government, also acknowledge the investment incentives through IP. I will give further elaborations on these 2 points throughout my presentation. So let's move on to look at the overall development of IP system in Laos PDR in one slide or in one diagram. So let me give you some information on how do we develop. So IP for Laos PDR is quite not very old, but not very new. We started the protections in about 35 years ago in 1990. In 1990s, we started off with the protection of trademark, and then up until now, we have fully protect all types of IP, including industrial properties, copyrights, new plant varieties. So all types of IP is protected through one agency, through Department of Intellectual Property Administration, so which is where I'm from. We also joined international treaties or international rules in order to facilitate applications or international applications coming from foreign or international application to Laos PDR directly. So we joined PCT for the applications of patent. We also joined the Madrid Protocol for direct application for trademark to be protected in Laos PDR. We also joined Lisbon system to protect geographical indication directly in Laos PDR. And we also protect foreign works, artistic works, or copyright through the Berne Conventions. And the overall development of policies in Laos PDR, we also have the IP development plan and also IP law and IP regulations to give overall pictures. So let's move on. The statistics of the protections in Laos PDR. Throughout the years, we have, since we operate or administer the patent administrations, we receive application for patent protections in Lao PDR for more than 1,000. Sorry, this might be the older presentations. We have updated the presentations. Through my presentation, we have over 1,000 patent applications that we receive in Lao PDRs. But the interesting figures is that within that applications, more than 99% of applications coming from foreign innovator or foreign creators. Within that, 22% are from Japan. If we look at also the next statistic on the right-hand side on the top, the trademark protection in Lao PDR or trademark statistic of application in Lao PDR, we receive more than 67,000 trademark applications in Lao PDR. And within that, more than 92% or around 92% is foreign trademark or foreign brands that are being protected or applied for protections of trademark in Lao PDR. And the third statistic here is on industrial design on the left-hand side down. We receive around up to now around 800 applications, and within that around 70% is the foreign and 30% is from Japan. So another interesting figures on geographical indications or protection of GI is that we receive around, sorry, this is the old figure again. We receive around 1,000 applications, and then 99% are from foreign through Lisbon Agreement. And we have domestic application, 9 applications. So more or less on the statistic, the foreign brands or foreign investors have protected or used IP the most. So in conclusion, for this statistic, it shows that foreigners or foreign investors are very eager or very customized in using our IP registration system. So this is just to show you all our services on the online platform to make it easy for the access to our services, our protection. We have online or e-filing system, but I will not go into that detail. But on the corporations IP, we have 3 layers of international corporations. We have regional cooperation and we have bilateral cooperation. At the international level, we are the member of the World Trade Organization, and we are also the member of World Intellectual Property Organization. These 2 organizations are the rule-setting organizations, which we also part of the picture or part of international players. At the regional level, we are an ASEAN members also. We have ASEAN working group on IP cooperation to set up the standards or to set up the procedures for protections within ASEAN. And also in the bilateral cooperation, we have bilateral cooperation, for example, with Japan, with China, with Korea, in order to facilitate applications from those countries into Laos and from Lao PDR into those countries. And we share costs and we share workload with the countries that we have signed the MOU. For example, we have signed MOU with the, or MOC with the Japan. Laos and Japan bilateral corporations were signed in 2015 in order to support each other for the human development, business management, IT management, and other mutual interests in order to support each other for the improving the standard of IP protection in both countries. And a year later, we also signed the CPG or Cooperation on Patent Grant in order to facilitate patent protections in Lao PDR from Japan So the guarantees the fast track of patent protection in Laos, no more than 6 months, and it will be protected. And through this initiative, we have already received 27 applications, and they all registered in Laos already. And in 2025, this year, we also expand or deepen our cooperation with Japan in order to improve or share the workload on patent examinations. And let me give you some examples of some Japanese brand which protect in Laos. For example, you already know Toyota, Yanmar, Meiji, Honda, JRC, and even GI logo have been protected under trademark in Laos. So these are some of the examples of the brands that have been protected. After the protection, what happens? So in terms of enforcement of infringement of trademark and others, IP protection, we also handle dispute settlements. So far we have handled more than 370 cases, which can be divided into types of dispute settlement. We have around 244 cases in terms of administrative dispute settlement. And infringement, which is the key part, is that we have handled around 123 cases already in order to protect the brands of foreign and also local. These are the examples of the cases that we handled in Laos. For example, Honda motorbikes or motorbikes producers. We have protected Honda brand in Laos. And we also have Honda assembly in Laos. So we took down this factory because of the cases. And the famous case in Laos is the GS battery of Japan. We have also an application to register trademark in Laos from foreign countries under the name. If you look at the trademark, is GS, but in our record they registered under GTS, but in real use the T is with the G or this is the C. So this is we call it unfaithful registration. So we took down this registration and closed the factory, and also the IGISI. So this is just to give you some example of what is happening on the ground, or in case of dispute settlement in Laos that we handle. So finally, let me give you some way forwards and conclusion. For us as a DIP or Department of Intellectual Property, we are focusing on improving our services in order to support the registrations of IP for both domestic and foreign investors. We also establishing the National IP Innovation Service Center with a comprehensive improvement in order to promote the IP ecosystem, including IP education. We also help our SMEs, our creators from their ideas, and we help them with IP tools to turn their ideas into assets. This is our hope and our future. We also focusing on further bilateral cooperation in order to learning from the experience from other countries such as Japan, in order to promote the use of IP or protection of IP in Laos. And in my conclusion, let me give you my leader's sentence that is very important for us. Through the advancement of intellectual property and other initiatives, Laos is fostering a culture of creation and innovation, strengthening its position as a dynamic hub for investment. These efforts ensures a transparent and reliable environment, instilling confidence in investors and driving sustainable economic growth. And also, just for your information, this week the DIP is organizing IP Week here in the Expo, and we have been here for already 2 days. We have been showcasing the IP, how can IP impact to the business, impact to the market access in Japan and at the international market. We also would like to invite you for tomorrow event. We have an event at the at here as well for the showcasing of Lao IP products that we brought. We brought 5 IP products, which are some TI and others. So with that words, I conclude my presentation. I thank you for this opportunity. Domo arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sayabon Kamdi, for emphasizing the critical and successful role of intellectual property in fostering investment and expanding market access in Laos. Our next speaker will focus on the responsible and thriving growth of tourism. Mr. Inti Duanswan, Chairman of Green Discovery Limited, will present on preserving paradise, sustainable ecotourism practices for Laos's future. He will share practical and inspiring insights into successfully developing and operating ecotourism initiatives that not only provide unique and memorable experiences for visitors, but also significantly contributed to the preservation of Laos's pristine natural environment and the upliftment of local communities. This includes successful projects in protected natural parks, supporting local artisans with tangible economic benefits, and increasing choice of eco-friendly accommodations that demonstrate a commitment to sustainability. 続いては観光分野における責任ある成長と持続的な発展に焦点を当てます。ご登壇いただきますのはグリーンディスカバリー社代表のインティ・ドゥアンサワン氏でございます。ご講演のテーマは楽園を守るラオスの未来に向けた持続可能なエコツーリズムの実践です。皆様大きな拍手をお願いいたします。
Thank you very much. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, so I think my presentation would not be long because I think there's already a lot of my colleagues from public sector already presenting a lot about Lao tourism. So I make it short and we focus on how we are operating tourism in Laos. As an introduction, we are one of the few companies that operating ecotourism in Laos for more than 20 years. If I want to add in on the previous presentation, that Laos is surrounding with a lot of big countries. On the 5 countries, on the country that have more population than Laos. We are talking about close to 2 billion people living around our countries and more than 2 million tourists traveling around Laos. So of course, that is one of the reasons why I'm stepping in to develop and invest in tourism, especially ecotourism. Okay. So I think, of course, I think on the right with Lao people, we all know that we know about the Lao attraction. But I think some of people that never been in Laos, you might wonder why tourists coming into Laos. Of course, I always hear about 2 answers. First is Lao people, which is mean the uniquely, the authenticity of the culture and lifestyle. Second is the nature that our previous presenter already present to you how many attraction, how many nature. Of course, we have more than 70% covered by forest, and our landscaping is more than 80% covered by mountain, which create, of course, this is the World Heritage that our colleague already mentioned. You see Luang Prabang, Plain of Jaw, Wat Phu Champasak in the south, which is very similar to Angkor Wat, but of course we are 10th century earlier. And our newest national protected area will be registered as a World Heritage Site. It's going to be the first World Heritage that connecting 2 countries within Vietnam and Laos. So it's the first one in Asia. With the beautiful landscape, I think, of course, with the mountain landscape, is creating many of the beautiful waterfall. So I show you here is only a few of them because we have so many waterfall around Laos. Beautiful landscape. Many caves from the very north to south. And of course, we also have interesting history. You might wonder why I'm showing you this photo, but actually it's a cave that's relating to history of Laos. This area has been living of people living in the cave for nearly 10 years because they have to escape from the bomb. But what's unique about this place, we have more than 400 caves that people used to live in, both natural and man-made, which of course creating an interesting history. Some of the cave now is turning to a museum, but we are talking about still more potential for tourism development in terms of uniquely. So today I also gonna present you Intira Group, which already existing more than 20 years. Is 100% Lao, local. I'm the founder, I'm the chairman. And Intira is on the service business. We have hotel, we operating a restaurant, we create tourist attraction, travel agent that focus on ecotourism. And today I will more focus on tourism since it's one of the unique products of Intira Group. Ecotourism, I think we are talking about ecotourism a lot. So I conclude as a 4 element. It's about responsible travel in the nature. It's about involving on the conservation. It's about benefit to the local people and also educate or interpretation to the tourists, to local, to our team. So everyone have to know and understand about ecotourism. And I think it's a perfect concept for Lao tourism because we are selling two attraction, nature and people. I think ecotourism can be an important tool to driving Lao tourism. Of course, the challenge of Laos, what we're facing is slash and burn, hunting and logging. So there is something that relating to the living or the living condition or living standard, not only standard, but the local people behavior for many generations, that they are relating to the jungle, they're relating to the nature to live their life. And of course, tourism need a beautiful nature. To protect this, I think it's important to make sure that the local people benefit from tourism. And that is what we do. Of course, what benefit the tourism giving to local people and conservation? Employment, local product, local food supply, and of course, we're also working together in terms of ranger program to preserve or protect the forest. We're working with more than 2,000 families around Laos. We're working in 8 provinces. We're promoting use low impact material, and of course also a sustainable material that try to promote using of the local material, existing material. We work to reducing plastic, reducing waste, also reducing energy as well. That's part of the activities that we do. Of course, everything you have to work it from our team. So this is how our team is just one example of using the refuel program. So what I have been talking in above, okay, of course nowadays a lot of people talking about ecotourism, green tourism, but you have to have someone certified. So Green Discovery has certified from Travel Life certified, which I think international certified. Of course, to get this certified, you have to achieve more than 200 criteria about how do you working with the local people, how do you preserve environment, how do you reduce plastic or energy and whatever. So there are more than 200 criteria, and we are very happy and proud that we are certified from Travel Life. There is some attraction that I can show you, which is, of course, I can show you both activities and what we do in each attraction. You probably have seen already this place from the video, promotion video, is one popular attraction that we're working in the Khamuon, which is the middle part of Laos, which, of course, combine between viewpoint, restaurant, accommodation, and many activities. And the most important thing, this project also working to conservation to protect the Lao langur, and of course the species of the wildlife, bird, etc., etc. Working on this area to protect the forest by only doing ranger program is not enough. So we also doing some activities with local people to strengthen the local people and give them the other alternative of income. So we start to doing beekeeping program. So of course, on the honey that the local people collect is going to be buying from the company, so we can use to be doing as a local product. And this is another project in the southern part of Laos, in Bolivian Plateau. It's existing already for 10 years. So we're working in the national park with one of the village nearby. It used to be the place where only less than 100 tourists that able to come to this place per year before. And today we receive more than 3,000 tourists per year to come and enjoy. Of course, this is not easy place to go, so it's very specific. We're doing 3 days and 2 nights for tourists to stay inside the forest, tree house, doing trekking, zip line, and etc. Elephant Conservation Center in Sayaburi is in the north. We're starting up with 1 elephant. We are the first conservation center that promoting breeding for the elephant. So there's no elephant riding in this area. Tourists coming into this place for education, for learning about elephant, and of course there are many elephants. We're starting from 1, and now we have more than 40 elephants, and we start to release some elephants to the jungle. This is our newest place close to Vientiane. Also a pristine forest that remain in Vientiane, and still we just developed last year. That Phan is also the unique thing about this place is you can have experience in the highest waterfall of Laos, more than 200 meters on the zip line, tasting the coffee, and I think this is very, very good for Lao marketing. Rock climbing in Khamuon is also one of the biggest climbing camp in Laos. Of course, we receive more than 200 climbers every day. And this is the newest one, not newest, sorry, last year as well in Quang Si Waterfall. And this one in the southern part of Laos, Lipi, I think our colleague already mentioned. So we create the suspension bridge, walk across to many of the island, and have the very beautiful viewpoint where you can enjoy the craters of the Mekong. Some program we do yearly with the school. And thank you. I think my time is running out. I'm sorry.
Thank you very much, Mr. Duan Swan, for sharing your expertise on how sustainable ecotourism is and successfully building a brighter future for Laos. ありがとうございました。Finally, for this segment, we'll hear about connecting Laos on global markets with remarkable efficiency. Mr. Sakon Philangam, Managing Director of Thailand Dry Port, will discuss connecting Laos to global markets, the importance of efficient logistics and dry ports. He will elaborate on Laos's strategic and highly successful efforts to transform itself from a landlocked nation into a pivotal land-linked hub through the impressive development of crucial logistics infrastructure like dry ports. These state-of-the-art facilities, such as the Thailand Dry Port, proving vital in significantly reducing transit times and lowering transportation costs dramatically, enhancing cross-border trade and robustly linking Laos to major regional and international markets via its growing rail and road networks. truly making Laos logistics success story. では最後にラオスを世界市場へとつなぐ効率的なロジスティックスの取り組みに注目をします。タナレンドライポート代表取締役サコーン・フィラガム氏をお迎えいたします。テーマは世界市場への接続、効率的な物流とドライポートの重要性です。皆様大きな拍手をお願いいたします。
Well, after Mr. Inchi's presentation, I still feel very uncomfortable to explain to you on a topic that is least known to all of you, but I try to keep it short and simple as much as possible. Landlockness is painful. We have been talking about this for the past 50, 70 years, but still nothing really happened until we have this new Lao China Railway and Tang Dry Port that came into picture, that we always say that this is the game changer. Well, to what extent is the game changer? It's misleading to think that after a dry port, the cost of logistics will be reducing. Yes, to some extent, maximum 9%. The reduction of logistics costs is mainly caused by the backhauling, right? Try to avoid empty hauling. But Laos is an importing country. 80% was imported. How can you balance the trade? That is a big question. Anyway, I try to fly you through, I have to borrow the word, what we are having in front of us. Number one, to do things differently, to transform a landlocked country to landlink, you need to change a new concept of thinking. Previously, we are relying on sea freight to transport, right? That is relying on neighboring countries' port. But a dry port come into the picture, that will be a public facility, that will be a trade facilitation location, meaning that we have this simplification, standardization, and harmonization process in place, trying to leverage this landlockedness. As you can see, that the top trading country with us is China, is mainly across the border. You can never ever reach further market. That's why dry port is trying to provide you further reaches to more competitive market whereby you can trade your product competitively. Okay, ASEAN has two sides. One is maritime ASEAN. Laos is continental ASEAN, or we call that mainland ASEAN. In this mainland ASEAN, Laos is very centered location, making us very unique. Uniqueness is one of the competitive edge of Laos. We're surrounded by growing market like China and ASEAN, right? Sandwiches between ASEAN and China. And Tanaleng Dry Port is invested by a Lao conglomerate called PTL Holding. We are operating under a PPP scheme. No. And we have this concession period of 50 years. And since 3 years and 7 months of operation, we are doing so far so good. The last record we had in May was that we are serving 1,945 trucks per day, and we are serving 600 containers unit, not TEU, units per day of lift. This is how it looks like prior to investment and after investment. So you can see that we are building intermodal terminal that provide transit facilities to neighboring countries. Because Laos doesn't have an economy of scale, that's why we are relying on neighboring countries to use our dry port as the platform for trade internationally. And the concept is that we are having this co-location principle. So another competitive edge that you may have is that how can we add value to the trade? Now we can add value to trade. Many already mentioned that we have green energy, we have green logistics. The cheapest alternative of green logistics is in Laos. And we are linked by high capacity corridor, which is railway from Thailand and Lao China Railway. Well, these are the zoning we have, all right? Detail will be provided online later on. Now, what is important in logistics is that we need partners. In logistics marketing, we have what we call 8 Ps. We have 8 Ps. The P number 8 is partnerships. So now we are building partnerships with Malaysia, China, Thailand, Vietnam, and Cambodia, and we have yet to build partnership with Japan. And most importantly, to become recognized internationally, we had applied for UN law code, you know. Now for this, I had been applying and validated since 2022. And then they sent a commission to come and validate it at my dry port and invited Thailand dry port to participate at the 2024 meetings of advisory group. Right? I sit here, by the way. And this is how we connect. Land link means you connect port to port. I'm glad to announce that 26 June, last month, I think the first train from Brisbane will be coming to our Thailand dry port. All right? Very soon. Departing on 26 June. And this is how it looks like. So our dry port is sitting at the border. We have integrated or co-located the border, checkpoint, the terminal, and logistic park. And we are trying to reach further market. Now we are talking about a middle corridor with Istanbul, whereby Istanbul is the gateway to Europe and Vientiane is the gateway to ASEAN. Okay? Now all the red points are the main transport node along the route. Well, some statistics, as I said, we're growing 37% year on year. And the most scary part is that we have this empty holding about 18%. That's why I wish to invite Japanese investors in logistics to maybe consider to invest in containers shipping and shipping line to establish the presence in Laos to support Japanese customers. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Mr. Philangam. ありがとうございました。We now move to a special segment highlighting foreign successful businesses in Laos, offering powerful practical insights and inspiring stories directly from thriving ventures. These are true testaments of the conducive investment climate in Laos. ではこれよりは成功を収めている外国企業に焦点を当てた特別セグメントに移ります。First, we have Mr. T.G. Sen, Executive Director of Sava Park, who will share his impressive experiences on building on success, practical insights from thriving SEZs. まずはじめにご登壇いただくのは、サワンパーク社エグゼクティブディレクターの T.G. 選手です。ご講演のテーマは、成功を礎に発展する経済特区からの実践的インサイトです。皆様、大きな拍手をお願いいたします。
Ciao, Sapedi, konnichiwa. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's our turn now to ship. Everybody go to Savannakhet, the site of southern city of Savannakhet, the beauty of Savannakhet. We bring a lot of foreigners in Savannakhet to build the industrial park and logistic park in our place. So that is get views into our new era for cross-border investment in Laos PDR. So you can see Laos has a big mission to have SCC to all over the country, but we are very lucky. We go into the Laos on the 16 years ago, which is you have a good investment opportunity as a foreigner in Laos. So with the 20 years, almost 20 years, we developed. We have a lot of projects, which is Japanese who are invest in China, invest in Vietnam, invest in Myanmar, invest in Thailand. They move to Laos as a +1 project. So we are very happy to say that today we have an Invest Economy Corridor, which we link from the Mesos towards to Da Nang. So we connect between the South China Sea and India Ocean. So Savanakhet is located in a strategic location to have a location for the investment. So of course, we're talking about the logistics. Today we are really happy to say that Savanakhet, we are linked to the ports, to the world, about 60 port and terminal in the world. So now is no worry about the product, how you send from raw material from Laos PDR or from other neighboring country, we finish a product and we send back to Japan. That is not the dream. We have a lot of product we send back to Japan. So that is our dry port, which is recently we have a venture with DP World Dubai. There's a new joint venture installed to enhance our logistics service. So that is our dry port. You can see all the factory, all the trucks standby, and then we are improving the custom service, in-house custom service. And also, of course, the compliance we have a dry port, what they call it, notification to support with the governments. Of course, we open up our another access point. We call it International Border Friendship Big Checkpoint, the cargo terminal inside the Sawan Park. So to facilitate, to enhance and increase the revenue for the governments, to easy for the investor to bring the product in and out. So that is a very nice border checkpoint, and this border checkpoint only for the cargo to go in and out. So that is a queuing for the trucks. One day is maximum up to 600 to 800 trucks a day. So you can see Savanakhet, we have a beautiful industrial parks. We have a nice view, okay, to leave you, to have bring your investment here, to do the investment, to develop the locals. And then we also have all the facility. We also have, next to our zone is golf course. It will be complete on August. Don't worry, you get your money, and then you have place to spend the money, and you can living there. So that is how the authority help us. Of course, the incentive is very good. So I think I don't need to talk about the incentive. There is a government's offer to us. Government have a commitments to maintain this incentive. We obtained approval since 2003. So it means the consistency of government is very consistent to allow you to have investment. So of course, for the labor side, we have a total up the employments in our zones about 6,000 something. So foreigner is about approximately about 500. The rest is a local. We have Japanese. We have 11 Japan experts in our zone. So that is a little bit about the import-export. So every year for import, we have 247 million, and then export, we hit 286 million. So that means we contribute the local society is about 50 million to the local market. And then we also have the dry port, our transit amount about 7 billion. So that is the things how we recruit the convenience to let investment in to have our zone. So that is a product. You can see the nice product. We have the Doraemon, we have the TV cable, we have the Kemai in the market in Japan. So we are very happy to see today in the market we can see the product made in Savanakhet. In Japan we can buy in Tokyo or in Osaka. So that is how we are very happy to see the product. Okay, start with the cube product, which is as the finished product by Laotian. So that is a way we are saying Lao people don't have a productivity, don't have a skill. No, because Lao people will lack opportunity. So that is a product. All the product we send to the world, especially for the lands, for the aircraft accessory, for the toys. It's very beautiful product. And then for the what they call it, the connector board, the power bank, everything. So that is a product we are doing in Laos. Of course, you earn money there, so you have help local, you have to spend more money. So with this, we have developed a lot of restaurant, the food for you to living there. And then of course, more important thing is Lao PDR, they provide us more convenience on all the facilitation, including your work permit, your permit to stay, and then Lao is very safe. I was there almost 17 years. We never see people brought the bag. Very safe. Even my house, we didn't have grill. Okay, not like other city, you need to put a big grill in your house. But Lao is very safe. It's guaranteed. Okay, I was there. You see, my body there, I mean, good food for us. So, going to the safety, go to invest in Laos. Okay, so that is my message to all your investors. Bring your family, bring your things as a retirement city for you in Lao PDR or in Savannakhet. So with this, thank you very much for your attention. ขอบใจหลายๆ ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございました。Thank you very much, Mr. Sen. Next, we would like to invite Mr. Balon Tamplaputokun, Managing Director of Amata City Lao Cooperative Limited, to present about sustainable urban planning and resource efficiencies in smart cities. 続いてご登壇いただきますのは、アマタシティラオ社代表取締役バロン・タンプラプルトックン氏です。ご講演のテーマは、スマートシティにおける持続可能な都市計画と資源効率です。皆様大きな拍手をお願いいたします。
Good afternoon, everyone. So let me have a run through for our project, right? For our company, right, we are the leading industrial estate developer in the region, and our headquarters is in Thailand, and we are launching the Thailand stock market, and we also have a plan to be like the leader of the industrial city developer in the region. Right now, right, we are expanding a lot, right? We go to Vietnam since '94, we go to Laos since '23, so right now, we expanding our portfolio, going out for the region. And in our park, right, we have 1,600 factory, which is 50% is Japanese, and majority is automotive related, and also electronics. Right now, right, we are focusing on the Laos. We are at the border of the China, so it may different from other projects that you are listening to, right? So here will be closer to the China, only about 40 kilometers, right? And just next to the station, so meaning like they are just connect to the infrastructure of the China by the railway. And why we are here, right? According to the location. Because they are railway, they are expressway, and they are the future. So this kind of the condition, right, we would like to do the smart city and eco city in this area. And we got the best condition of the investment, right, in terms of incentive. And this location, right, we have the renewable energy supply, like, which is about 90% from the hydropower. And one key thing is about a workforce. Here is like Kunti mentioned, right? This is a very friendly country, so it's kind of safe and kind, and also would like to support for the business, right? So this is there, and I think some our speaker is already mentioned. So the train is there, and there will be include the passenger logistic connect through the way to the China. And in the future, right, they're going to operate the second phases of the expressway would be connect from Udom side to China and connect to the China, very convenient. So right now, focus on our development. So we already secure the land and we do whole master plan, right, by doing the total area about 9,000 hectares. And then we focus on the first initial phase, about 900 hectares of the land. We already secure and we start construction now. And the focus industry, right? We focus on what is already there, like the agriculture processing and the key existing customer from our park, like electronic, automotive related, and also renewable energy in the future. So incentive, right? We got the special sandbox support by the government through the 30 years special profit tax exemption. And we also have other like right to import the labor, lease term 50 years, and also the special exemption for the VAT, right? Including electricity supply and water supply. So what we are doing, right? We do everything to the industrial development, right? So then we do land development, do utility supplies, right? We do the wastewater, water supply management, and we do our own water resource, including renewable energy. And what we just supply to the customer, like you just bring the foreign currency in, then we can supply you everything on site. Okay, then a bit tight, right? So this is what we can offer, and then this is about the future, because even our group company, right, we are aiming to have Laos to be the biggest portfolio in our group. So that will be the future for according to the environmental concern, because here is we aim at like the smart and eco-city project. So there will be all-win philosophy for the investor and also country and also developer. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vallon. ありがとうございました。Now to conclude our presentations, we welcome Mr. Xu Liu, Head of Investment Promotion Department, Laos Vientiane Saiseta, Operation Management Limited. Presentation will be on navigating the path to prosperity, lessons learned from successful industrial park ventures. ではプレゼンテーションの締めくくりとしましてご登壇いただきますのはラオスビエンチャンサイセタ運営管理有限公司投資促進部部長周龍氏です。講演はビデオ形式で繁栄への道を切り開く産業団地の成功事例から学ぶ教訓として題してお届けいたします。どうぞお楽しみください。
Good afternoon, everyone. I come from Saiseta, which combined by Chinese and Lao government, and only and our Saiseta is from Chinese fund and combined with the Lao government, and it's located in Vientiane. So today, because the time is limited, I only gonna show everybody the new video to see how about the process and the infrastructure. Since the opening of our special economic zone, enterprises have created more than 10,000 opportunities in the local labor market, providing a sustainable diminish in domestic unemployment. There are close to 9,000 residents who are inside or around our SEZ. This number is still growing as we introduce more and more businesses to settle in here. On top of that, we also collaborate with local customers to set up an office and inspection yard here to help enterprises inside with customers, decorations and inspections. So next, we would like to show everybody the new latest video, and please watch it, enjoy it.
Laos is fortuitously situated in a resource-rich location on the heartland of ASEAN. The launch of the China-Laos Railway, coupled with the regional comprehensive economic partnership, has attracted the attention of investors from all across the globe. 14 kilometers northeast of the Laotian capital of the Vientiane is the Saiseta Development Zone, or SDZ. The proximity of the SDZ, which covers 11.5 square kilometers and comes equipped with the most modern of infrastructure, to the China-Laos Railway ensures easy logistical access. I'm in the SDZ right now. This investment and development project is the work of the Lao-China Joint Venture Investment Company, a joint venture founded by Yunnan Construction and Investment Holding Group, or YCIH, and the municipal government of Vientiane. As of 2023, the SDZ has gathered investment of $1.3 billion, 137 companies, 70 of which are already operational, called the SDZ Home and hail from 9 countries and regions, including China, Thailand, and Japan. The SDZ currently employs 7,000 people, and after it has reached full operating capacity, total annual output will exceed $1.8 billion, creating more than 15,000 jobs for Laos. Japan's Hoyo Corporation is a well-known multinational manufacturer of optical instruments with 152 branches worldwide. Hoyo has invested over $300 million in a glass sticks production project in the SDZ. Solar Space is a leading manufacturer of high-efficiency solar cells and modules. It integrates research and development, production, sales, and service to rank among the top 4 in global battery shipment. Its facility in the SDZ emerges as the first photovoltaic production project in Laos, spanning approximately 400,000 square meters. The Laos-China Railway Company was officially established in 2021. It is currently the largest enterprise of its kind in Laos. It encompasses not only office spaces, but also living quarters, conference areas, and a training base for the company's headquarters staff. Laos Aliens Pharmaceutical Group was co-founded by investors from Laos, China, and Canada. Its 10 workshops comply with EU GMP, US FDA, China GMP, and API standards. New Hope Laos was the first enterprise to establish a branch office in the SDZ, and its feed mill is now operational with an annual capacity of 200,000 tons. I'm now in the Best Garment Group's factory in the SDZ. This project was founded and developed by the Best Garment Group, based out of Jiangsu, China. The first phase of the project saw the construction of 20 production lines. Currently, with an annual production capacity of 10 million garments, the production has recruited over 800 employees from among the local population. Zhejiang Global Home Furnishings was established in 2004. The first phase of the company's project will be focused on smart bedding. Zhejiang Mengda Socks and Hazery is a major manufacturer of knitted socks and related materials, with a business in 27 countries throughout Europe, Central and South Asia, and Latin America. The company has rented approximately 30,000 square meters of standardized workshop space in the SDZ. The SDZ currently has 6 main industrial sectors established: new energy, electronics manufacturing, biopharmaceuticals, agricultural product processing, textile processing, and warehousing logistics. The SDZ benefits from favorable Lao government industrial investment policies, as well as preferential treatment shown to Laos by 42 countries and regions globally under the generalized system of preferences. SDZ development has been divided into 3 phases. The first focuses primarily on the development of industries and their supporting sectors, while the second and third prioritize new energy, digital economy, and modern integrated logistics. So far, the first phase has been completed for 4 square kilometers, with the infrastructure and supporting facilities in place for water, electricity, roads, standardized workshops, and medical service centers, providing settled enterprises with a well-rounded support. In 2019, the Sesother low-carbon demonstration zone was established ahead of others.
ตั้งแต่ข้าพเจ้าได้ใช้บริการรถเมล์ไฟฟ้ามาก็เห็นได้ว่าการสัญจรไปมาไปในเขตของเราเส้นทางแต่ว่าแอมพอนครหลวงแม่สะดวกสบายขึ้นจะมีไปยังทางในเขตของเราถือว่ามีความสะดวกสบายการไปการมาหรือว่าค่ำกลางคืนสะดวกแล้วเนาะแล้วก็
คิดให้แจ้งงามสว่างงามตา
The SDZ is committed to integrating the city and the district for a green, eco-friendly, peaceful, modern new city of Vientiane.
ご清聴ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much, Mr. Shilu. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have ended the forum, and this is the conclusion. Thank you very much for joining us at the Laos Investment, Trade and Tourism Forum, and we wish you all a very pleasant time at the Expo 2025 Osaka, Kansai, Japan. 皆様、本日は投資貿易観光フォーラムにご参加いただきまして誠にありがとうございました。引き続きエクスポ2025大阪・関西万博でのひとときをどうぞお楽しみください。Thank you very much, everyone. なお、ご退場はスタッフの指示にどうぞ従ってご退出ください。ありがとうございます。